Hi guys, Jay Smith here, welcome to the AskGolfNut channel and welcome to YouTube has wrecked, or words to the effect of, my golf swing. And basically it's been happening since I've been upscaling the amount of multiple swing speed reviewing that I've been doing. So early 2024, like we are at the moment, it is embargo day crazy with all the manufacturers releasing all their lovely new kit. And so especially for the irons, all the different stuff that's coming from the irons, I've been trying to review it at 3 different swing speeds, trying to give you guys an understanding how any particular piece of equipment is going to work. Bearing in mind you all don't swing at 90 miles an hour, the 7-iron, you swing slower than that. And so I'm doing the 70 mile an hour, 80 miles an hour and 90 miles an hour swing speed testing to show how something may or may not work. The problem with doing that is that my path has become, for me, a little bit awry. I'm used to normally being 0-0 within reason, so I get down here, first shot, so it'll be interesting to see what speed I am. Not the greatest of strikes in the world, but again, it's first shot. 87.6, I just saw that on quad there, but good. Not bad whatsoever. You'll see the data tiles as it pops up. So 4 down, a little bit toey, but 4 down, club path 0.5 from the inside and face to path 0.2, so 0-0. The problem is that's at 87.62 miles an hour. I've got another 4 miles an hour to go yet before I fully warm up. And the problem with that is, for a pattern of me at least, as I warm up, as I get closer and closer to full speed, my path starts moving across. And that's a pattern with near on everyone. So I would expect my first few shots of the day to be about 1.5 degrees from the inside, but it's not. It's basically 0. So as I start warming up, I'll start going across more. And all that makes me do is then fade it more or pull it more. I've been noticing since doing the 70 mile an hour stuff, so let's just do a slower swing speed now, I'll show you what I mean. What a lovely strike that was. You can appreciate sometimes when it comes to doing the slow swing speed test how long they take for me to do. There you go, 77 miles an hour, very toey, not very good, but look at my path. My path is 4.4 from the inside. And that's what happens as soon as I go slow, I have this tendency to move my path more from the inside. There you go, poor strike again, but 76 miles an hour, 76, 77 miles an hour again, but path again, 3.1 from the inside and over closed. Because as my body goes slower, my hands get a little bit more active. And so when I go in my normal speed, everything goes in unison. Obviously it takes a little bit of time to dial in certain speeds. However, you can see my path and face react differently when I go slower. So what I have to do is, when I'm doing my data sets, is I have to feel like I'm swinging slightly across to try and get a little bit more square. Not the greatest of strikes, slightly high on the face. But my path is there 1.2 across, there we go. So 1.2 across, and obviously in data sets we want to try and keep them as 0-0 as we possibly can do for all of them. So you have like for like apples to apples testing. That's slightly thinner because I wanted to try and hit the ball rather than the floor. But you can still see I'm 2.6 from the inside, just saw on quad there, 74 miles an hour, but I'm still inside and slightly closing. So I'm having to work on my path going or feeling like it's across and open, across and open, across and open for all the different data sets until I get to my normal speed. The problem is by that point, I've worked so much on trying to keep the data sets as close to 0 as I can do for comparison understands and testing between the two, that my path can quite easily get across and I get a little bit more like that. That is what I've been getting very much so. And you'll be able to see the difference there. Not only my strike, but my face and path relationship change drastically. So path is across, 2.5 across, face is open by 2.5 also, but look how heely I'm getting. And I've been noticing that over the passage of time that not only am I moving across and open, but I'm getting heely as well. Doesn't work for me whatsoever. I do not like, seeing those flights. I also do not like seeing those strikes, especially when I'm playing shiny blades. You do not want to be missing the middle by much. And so at the moment, what I'm having to do is move my path. I'm having to feel like I'm drawing it. However, when you're trying to do path changes and face changes, etc., the first thing to go is your ability to strike it. And this is the problem. So when I'm trying to move my path more from the inside and release the face a little bit more, Not too bad actually, that one, that's pretty good. That for me, even though that's 2.2 from the inside and 2.6 closed, perfect for my trying what I'm working on. As you can see there, strike's really, really good and all that lot. I can get very hit and miss. I can do that, and to me, that's hooking the golf ball. So normally when I'm trying to hook the golf ball, I could get like 5 from the inside and releasing it. But that's with me having to really feel. The problem is when you're hitting shots on camera, reviewing a certain golf club. There you go, that's a perfect example. There's a perfect example. When you're doing this on camera, it can get a little bit embarrassing for a pro. Paths from the inside again, but face over releases, and then strike is just dog poo. It really is. It's just not very good whatsoever, especially when obviously you've got a blade in your hand. So it's taking me time. And so the reason for doing this video, guys, is basically to sort of show you and let you guys know that everyone struggles. Everyone does at different times. Now, I have gone probably 2 years of not working on my swing, not really doing anything, not needing to do anything on my swing because it's baseline 0-0 happy. And I've noticed over the last couple of months with doing all these different swing speed tests that it's absolutely wrecking my golf swing because I'm getting so used to having to change my golf swing because of what happens to my golf swing at a slower speed that when I take my normal speed, my golf swing is knackered. And so I have to work really hard at trying to get it back. But then you can see strike just goes wonky. And it's going to take me time. Now what I'm effectively doing, I'll hit a normal shot now where I feel like normal. That's normal. So I can, oh, yeah, good shot. 1.6 across, faces 0. There you go. Blooming path again. Strike is good with a 1.7 millimeters high is nothing, 3.9 millimeters toe. It's a good shot. But you can see already my path is still creeping across. And I'm 89.83 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour. So I've got another 1 or so mile an hour, 1 to 2 mile an hour to warm up, subject to the day. But my path is going to, again, creep across. And now you can already see that starting to fade. And you give me a chance at carrying on, it's warming up more, and my path will go across even more, and I'll leave my face open then, and to try and get it back, and then it's just this world of just basically making things over and over and over again. So what I'm having to feel like before we finish is I'll get up to the top of my backswing, and my feeling is this: I'm keeping my back to target as long as I possibly can do. If you normally see by that camera over there, you'll see me go up to the top of my swing, and then I'll push over to the left-hand side. I want to keep doing that, that's no problem whatsoever. I want to keep pushing that weight, moving in transition, moving our weight towards target. But I want to do it with my shoulders, not wanting to work this way so much. I want my shoulders working this way more. And that is at the moment, that's the hardest thing. I want to get to the point and just sort of normally swing, which has the effect of this shoulder just going over this way a little bit too much, which gives me that tendency to want to go across. So I'm having to think about doing the transition, moving the weight into the left-hand side as I normally do, but trying to keep my back towards target and my shoulders working more on this plane than anything to do with that. Now it's obviously marginal, but it's a feeling. And when you add a feeling in, obviously the first thing to go, when you change your swing, the first thing to go is strike. Now, again, I've just demonstrated the feeling of the exaggeration, and you want to see how little difference is actually made. Club path is less than a degree from the inside. Yeah, 1.6 closed, and it's gone again. Strikes 2 mil high, which is fine, and 7 mil toe, which is not ideal, but it's fine. But you can already see, I exaggerate, I feel the exaggeration. Obviously that's much more than, or the feeling was much more than actual. Feeling real is two completely different things. And then my strike also goes. So when I'm doing these things, guys, like you should do when it comes to doing your swing changes, when I'm doing a practice session, I don't really care about strike. What I'm trying to do is exaggerate the feel. And so at one point I get so used to that exaggerated feeling, I basically just turn it off and then I go back to normal baseline. But that's the biggest issue that people have when it comes to doing their swing changes. If anything, they learn the swing change, whatever it is, and they don't exaggerate it enough. You have to exaggerate it to the crazy degree so that at one point you can get so used to swinging from the inside or outside or whatever you need to do that you can effectively just turn it off. And then you haven't got this 301 swing thoughts in your head when you come down to the golf ball and you've got this, that, I've got everything else to do. You just want to be able to get down to the golf ball and give it a hit. Toey. Again, look at that. Pass from the inside by 0.1. That's what I'm saying. But don't worry about strike. You're working on the feeling. Strike will come with practice. Practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanence. So right, okay, one more go before we finish the video. Let's try and get a decent strike with path and face pretty good. Not quite. Path was good, face overreacted, and strike was fractionally high toe. Path 1.2 from the inside, face over closing, and slightly high toe strike, yes. So that's the whole idea of this, guys, is basically just show you that I am not immune to the problems and the woes that all of us go through when it comes to YouTube and our swings and lessons and all this lot. Now, of course, I'm a pro. We don't need lessons. Yes, we do. We all need lessons. We all need to understand exactly where we are baseline. And if we need to change something, we need that objectivity to be able to say that we need to do this, we need to do that. Now, lucky, I've got YouTube and I've got Quad, and I can see what my progress is over time, what my tendencies tend to be. So I, of course, know what I need to work on, etc. Make sure you continue on with your lessons, understand what you need to do. Don't get disheartened with not being able to strike it very well when you're trying to work on the base of trying to get that path and swing as much exaggerate as possible. That's me trying to really exaggerate it. 2.9 from the inside. That is it. I used to be able to do 5 quite easily. Anyway, don't worry about strike. Don't worry, just exaggerate the feelings. I will continue to exaggerate the feelings which I have. Who cares about strike? And so by the time we come to do our next videos in the future, within a month or so, hopefully my swing will be sorted out. Fingers crossed. Hope you liked the video. If you did, go on, thumbs up. YouTube's like it, so do I. Down there is a subscribe button. It's free. It is great for the channel if you could subscribe, so thank you. And next to that is a bell icon, that's a notification bell. If you click that one, that will notify you next time I upload another video. So I hope you're well. We'll see you again soon.